If you feel you are stuck in a rut, feel that your life should be more fulfilling and satisfying, and are struggling to achieve the goals you want to achieve, you will learn how to jump-start your life, live up to your potential, and achieve your inner greatness. You will see the greatness within yourself, so you are encouraged to work harder, acknowledge that you are worthy of success, so you strive more for your goals, overcome the limiting beliefs and doubts that hold you back, boost your self-confidence to know you can reach your goals, develop a high level of self-esteem so you can endure the tough periods, find and develop positive environments for you to maintain high self-esteem, overcome the fears that hold you back from success, learn how negative thoughts can actually aid you in reaching your goals, learn why core values are vital to your inner self and your goals, and much more. You have greatness within you. Virtually everyone has dreams and desires within them that they would like to achieve, but many questions whether they have the ability to achieve those dreams and desires. They lack the self-confidence in themselves and their abilities to believe that their dreams and desires are achievable. They often think that their dreams and desires are just wishful fantasies that can't be realistically achieved. In order to achieve your dreams and desires, you must realize that you have the capability to achieve them. You have the greatness within you to achieve those dreams and desires. Everyone is capable of achieving great things and accomplishments, but many times in our society, we are held back by one or more obstacles that prevent us from realizing this capability. The obstacles can vary. One such obstacle is that we are instilled with a limiting belief when we are very young that we can only achieve so much in our lives. It can be if we come from a poor family with very limited means and resources that we can't get enough education or enough opportunity to raise ourselves out of poverty and into a higher wealth status. Our family has been poor for so long and our opportunities so limited that we just come to accept the fact that we can't break out of that status and must continue to maintain that status. Another obstacle is that our family has had many people enter into a specific field, and due to pressure from family members, we may feel that we have to enter that specific field as well, even though our true talents and greatness may lie within another field or occupation. If all of the members of a family have entered the military, a family member who doesn't feel it is the best fit for him/her may still attempt to follow in his/her family's footsteps and attempt to make a career in the military because other members of the family have done so successfully. To do otherwise may be considered an offense to the family or be looked upon as turning one's back on the family, even though that person's best talents and greatness lie in a career outside of the military. It is obstacles such as these that often prevent people from finding the real greatness within them, which leads them to choose paths that they manage to do well enough, but that really doesn't fulfill or satisfy them as another career path or life could do for them. That is unfortunate, as our true greatness will lead us to skills and career paths that both fulfill us in terms of what we want to do with our lives and being able to make the greatest difference in the world that we can. Fortunately, we don't have to be bound by these obstacles, and we definitely shouldn't if we want to find our true greatness and achieve the most success and accomplishments in our lives. As human beings, we are most capable of doing our best work when we do something that inspires us, that truly motivates us to do our best work. Too often in our society today, many people just go through the motions of the tasks required by their occupation, just to obtain a paycheck in order to pay their bills, support their families, and keep a roof over their heads. In truth, many of those people are not satisfied by their current occupations, but they tolerate them and put up with them because they are skilled enough at the positions for the businesses to keep them, the salaries paid are high enough to maintain a decent or better quality of living, and the situation is better than having no work at all. However, in truth, many people are not satisfied, and they are not tapping into the greatness within them because they haven't found their true calling and the occupation or tasks where their best skills and passions lie. Therefore, it is important that we take the time and effort to try many activities and challenges in our lives to find out where our true skills and interests lie. This is often easiest to do in school, and why many incoming college freshmen take their time to try many courses in an effort to determine what they are interested in and what they are good at. This is often why they do not declare a major until the end of their sophomore years, though some intensive career choices, such as business or medical degrees, can require them to declare by the end of their freshman year. However, if you are not a student, i.e. are older than a student, that doesn't mean you can't take on new challenges and activities to see if your best skills and your greatest interests lie elsewhere than what you are currently doing with your life. For instance, you can volunteer for various charities that involve tasks and challenges that are outside of your comfort zone, what you are most used to doing. For example, if you are involved in the business world, such as an accountant, marketer, or chief and executive officer (CEO), volunteering to help homeless people will likely involve different skills and attributes than you'd normally do in your everyday occupation. For instance, you may be cooking food, carrying supplies, and building homes, tasks you would not do in accounting, marketing, or business management. Volunteering can help to add new skills to your profile, plus it can give you insight into you as a person and help you find out if you can make a greater impact on our world in another way. Find your true greatness within you and use it to help the world, and yourself as well. Many people are afraid to go outside of their comfort zones and push themselves to do other things. One reason why is because they just don't like feeling uncomfortable. As human beings, we like comfort and we like things that are familiar. We just have a tendency to avoid unfamiliar situations, partly out of natural instinct, and partly out of fear of the unknown. Another reason is that we are afraid that we will perform poorly at these new tasks and challenges we sign up or volunteer for, and as human beings, we are often fearful of performing poorly at tasks, partly because we are afraid we'll get replaced by someone better in a work environment, and partly because we just don't like performing poorly at something, as this brings down our self-esteem and self-confidence. A third reason is that, if we are performing poorly in front of others, we fear we may receive ridicule and/or criticism by them because we performed poorly in front of them. To find your greatness, you need to overcome these fears and hesitations. It's natural to feel these tendencies. Even some of those who have done great achievements and accomplishments, i.e. found their greatness, have admitted they've felt butterflies or apprehension over trying something new, performing in front of other people, and/or just doing something different from what they are accustomed to doing. However, they found the courage and desire to overcome these fears and push themselves to do these different tasks and activities in order to expand their skill set, learn more about themselves, and determine where their true greatness lies. The key point is that you can also do this. It is not limited to the successful or famous, as they were in a similar situation as you are now, just looking for their calling or greatness to help enrich their lives and enable them to provide the most value to the world. You need to remember that no one is good at every activity that they do. Most people need time to master a new skill or learn a new activity effectively. Therefore, you should not feel as if you are out of place or deficient because you try something new. In fact, you should be commended for doing something unusual and out of your ordinary routine, because many people don't even bother to do so, and why they often don't find their greatness. Additionally, if people would happen to ridicule or criticize you for trying and learning a new skill, that reflects poorly upon them, not you. You're trying to better yourself, to have a more enriching life, and to make a better contribution to the world, both of which should be commended. Most people will likely welcome your effort to learn something new and to improve yourself rather than ridicule and criticize you for attempting to learn something new and not doing well with it at first. It is said in Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers that to become an expert at something, you need to spend a minimum of 10,000 hours, i.e. 20-hour days for 10 years, of focus and practice on that topic. Very few people will reach that status, so this is another reason why you should not allow the criticism of a few people to deter you from trying something new, as it's quite possible that those people are not experts themselves according to that definition. Additionally, even experts by that definition do not know everything, as they can always learn something new about their field of study as well, so these facts should reassure you in your effort to try new challenges and activities in an effort to expand your skill set, increase your knowledge of yourself and your abilities, and find the greatness within you. By trying new activities and tasks, you should get a better understanding of who you are as a person and what drives or inspires you to increase your effort to do the very best work that you can do. First, you should learn the strengths and weaknesses of what you do well and what you struggle with. This will give you a better indication of what tasks, occupations you want to work with to achieve your inner greatness. Second, you will learn more about what inspires you to achieve greatness. What causes or goals do you want to achieve with your skill set that will drive you to go those extra steps to achieve them? This will also lead you to find out what you should be doing to achieve your inner greatness that will lead to a more fulfilling life and lead to greater contributions to the world. Third, you will learn how to deal with adversity and setbacks by trying new activities and challenges. Life is often full of them. By dealing with adversity and setbacks during a new challenge or activity, you will learn the skills and attributes needed to handle more challenging setbacks in life, such as the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job, or even the loss of your home due to some disaster, fire, tornado, hurricane, flooding, etc. When you are willing to put yourself out there to try to do something new and don't do it very well, you have to deal with the unfamiliar and uncomfortable situation of not doing something well when you normally do your usual tasks well. This says much about your character and your willingness to improve your skill set and your effort to find your inner greatness, what you were truly meant to do to make the greatest positive contributions to this world. Also, keep in mind that no one is born great, they have to work at it in order to bring out that greatness within them. While some people figure out what they are most capable of doing and like doing at a young age, many people don't really figure out what they are best at and most like doing until they are older. This is why many people in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s change professions and embark on a new path in life, looking to find a happier, more satisfying way of life that brings more positive contributions to their world. Many times, this is due to some activity they've been involved with on the side, such as volunteering for a cause such as an environment, or volunteering in their hometown and enjoying conversing with people and helping out those in need, etc. This is why it's important to always expand your horizons and take on new tasks and activities. You never know when one such task or activity will open up your eyes to a new path in your life that can lead to greater enrichment for you and lead to you making greater contributions to the world. It can lead to you finding the true inner greatness that is within you, just waiting to be discovered and utilized to the fullest extent possible. Therefore, all people have greatness within themselves, but it is often difficult to find out what that greatness is and how it will manifest itself to where it makes the greatest contributions to our world. Many times, it's due to limitations we ourselves and/or our society put on us, such as not believing we can change our status in the world or not wanting to do something different than what other family members have done. It's also due to our own fear of trying new activities and tasks, partly because we don't like to do something unfamiliar to us out of fear of embarrassment of not doing it well, plus the fear of being ridiculed by others because we didn't do that new task well. In truth, when we allow ourselves to be bound to our lives out of fear and avoid trying new tasks, challenges, we are limiting our own greatness because we'll never know where our true talents lie and where our greatest passions and interests are. We may do our current tasks and occupations well enough to get a paycheck, support our families, and put a roof over our heads, but those tasks and occupations may not give us the emotional and mental satisfaction we really want out of life, plus they may not give us the opportunity to show the greatness we truly have within ourselves, including the opportunity to provide our best contributions to the world. This is why we must always strive to try new activities and tasks in an effort to expand our skill set, to learn from the failures and difficulties of undergoing the new activity or task, to learn where our strengths and interests lie, and to grow as a person. No person knows everything, even experts in a field of study don't know everything about it. To truly reach our greatness and our maximum potential as a human being, we must always be willing to grow, try new activities, tasks, and learn from the experiences we encounter, including the mistakes we make. Just doing the same mundane, usual tasks we always do will limit our potential and greatness as an individual, as we'll never know whether we were capable of doing another task or occupation better, making better contributions to the world, and receiving the richest fulfillment from our work. How to overcome your limiting beliefs. Virtually everyone wants to achieve the greatness they were destined or made for. They want to be great at the activities, tasks, and/or occupations they choose to pursue. They don't just want to be capable of doing the job, they want to be so good at it that they achieve their goals, i.e. money, fame, recognition, etc., get recognized by others, and help make positive contributions to the world. Unfortunately, many people don't ever achieve the greatness they were destined or made for because of limiting beliefs that make them believe they either can't reach this greatness or they believe they are not worthy enough or deserve to have this greatness. Many people believe that they can't reach the greatness they want to achieve because they don't have the capability of reaching this greatness. They believe they are somehow deficient or lack some quality or qualities that will enable them to achieve this greatness. They believe they have to have these special qualities in order to achieve the greatness they want to achieve in life. They believe that the people who have achieved this greatness and their best potential had some special skill or insight that enabled them to reach this greatness or best potential. The truth is that the people who reached this greatness or best potential didn't have any special skills or insight to reach that level of greatness or potential. All they did was reach past the doubts or limiting beliefs they had and pushed themselves toward that greatness that was destined or intended for them. They just put in the hard, continuous work necessary to achieve it, even when it looked they had fallen short or couldn't reach it. That's the only thing different between the people who have reached that greatness or potential and those who haven't. The people who reach greatness are not deterred by others who tell them that they can only achieve so much and have to be satisfied with what they have in life. They are not deterred by setbacks or failures, factors that stop many people from pursuing their dreams and achieving their greatness because they believe the failures are a sign that something can't be done. The people who reach greatness keep striving for it even when it seems they have little to no chance to reach it. This is what enables them to obtain that greatness, while others fall short of it. Another limiting belief of people who don't achieve their greatness is the belief that they are not worthy enough or deserving enough to achieve that greatness. They believe that they aren't a good enough person or that they should not have such recognition, praise, and success because they are not worthy enough to receive it. This can often come from a childhood upbringing of appreciating what you have, not seeking fame or fortune, and making do with what you have and being satisfied with it. Such an upbringing, while teaching humility, can limit a person's desires and dreams of finding that greatness and achieving all he or she can in life because he or she thinks it is bad or undesirable to have the drive to achieve everything he/she can and being the greatest and best he/she can be. While the parents or grandparents who employ such a philosophy on their children or grandchildren are usually doing this with the best of intentions, it, unfortunately, limits their outlook and thinking to where they feel they should just get a decent job, work hard for their families, and appreciate what they have. They never really consider that they could have more and should have more if they were only willing to continue striving toward their dreams and desires, to really work hard to find the greatness within them and achieve all that they can achieve, both to improve their own lives and the world at large. The truth is that it is not bad to want to achieve the greatest potential you are capable of achieving, to want to reach that inner greatness within you, both to help yourself, family, and the world. Utilizing your best gifts and putting forth your best effort is something to strive for, something to really exalt your appreciation of life and the opportunity you've been given to make a better life for yourself and a better world for everyone. The fact you receive money and recognition for doing such things and striving to achieve your best potential should not be looked upon as negatives, as you need money to survive and thrive in this world. Plus, receiving recognition for a job, career, and life that is managed well should not be considered a bad thing. To overcome your limiting beliefs, you need to have self-appreciation for yourself and feel you have self-worth. In other words, you need to appreciate yourself and the skill sets you to bring, as well as realize that you are worth improving yourself and worth achieving as much as you possibly can while you live. You need to have confidence in your own abilities and have confidence in the fact that you deserve to improve yourself and make the best contributions to this world as you can. Making yourself better and making the world a better place should never be looked upon as something bad or something that is undesirable. On the contrary, improving yourself to the point of reaching your best potential and making a positive impact on the world at large that benefits humankind, all other life forms, and the environment should be looked upon as a worthy goal and one you should be encouraged to undertake with all of your intensity, focus, and determination. Many of humankind's greatest inventions would never have come into existence if people weren't willing to push through their doubts and limiting beliefs, even when they were ridiculed or questioned for attempting to create something extraordinary or remarkable for humankind. Such inventions as the light bulb, the telephone, the automobile, and more would not have come about if their inventors had given up hope because the process to achieve them was difficult or because other people had doubts they could do it. Even learning about the world at large, such as physics, and explaining how specific aspects of life work, such as gravity, often take much hard work and working through challenges and doubts in order to be reached. Yet the inventors of these items and the creators of these theories and explanations didn't let limiting beliefs stand in the way of their drive to find the answers, to build the devices and theories that are used in the world today. Building these devices and theories didn't come easily, and there were many doubters along the way to where the inventors could have given up, but they didn't, and what occurred? They were recognized for their inventions or revelations, they received fame and often fortune as well, and the world benefited as a whole. Such a process has been occurring pretty much since the beginning of humankind on Earth. Even the cavemen who roamed the earth thousands of years ago had the drive to become better, to improve the lives of those around them. They went from dwelling in caves to building huts to building better weapons so they could hunt better in order to survive better. The innate human instinct is to always strive and become better than what we currently are, striving to become better, improving oneself, and achieving greatness as part of our genetic makeup. There is no reason to think that it is bad to achieve more and become better than what we are, especially when others will likely benefit from our achievements and accomplishments as well. Therefore, you need to have a belief that you are worthy of achieving great accomplishments in your lifetime, as well as believing that you have the capability of achieving these accomplishments. You need to realize that people who have already achieved and are achieving their greatness are no better than you are, nor any worthier than you are to achieve greatness. You just need to strive for that greatness and continue to do so regardless of any setbacks and doubters that you encounter, just as the ones who have and are achieving greatness have. One way to help overcome these limiting beliefs is to see the idea of improving yourself as a personal challenge. Turn the idea of improving yourself into a game and see how much better you can improve yourself. The time length you have in your lifetime to see how much better you can improve yourself. The object is to set goals that you want to achieve for yourself within your lifetime. The rewards for doing a good job at improving yourself is the satisfaction of achieving the goals you have set for yourself and receiving the recognition of others for achieving those goals. Money and other benefits such as promotions and awards are bonus items or perks you'll receive as you continue to accomplish the goals and rack up the achievements you complete. Another way to help overcome your limiting beliefs is to ask yourself how you differ from other people. Why do they rate higher than you do, and why do they deserve to be successful and you don't? Why are they better than you? By asking these questions, you should realize that these people are no different than you are. They are human beings, with a heart, a brain, arms and legs, hair, and other features you find on humans. They have the same structure and mental capacity that you do. Therefore, you should come to realize that they are no different from you and, thus, have no more right or benefit to be more successful than you. Therefore, you also have the right to achieve the most success for yourself and the ability to find the inner greatness that can benefit yourself and the world, just as they have and are doing. All you have to do is to apply the same drive and persistence they have to experience similar success to what they are experiencing. Another way to overcome your limiting beliefs is to ask yourself if improving the world for others is a worthy cause. Most people would say yes to that. Most people would see that helping their fellow humankind enjoying better lives because of your contributions to society as a worthy cause and one worth pursuing. Most people would not see helping others as being selfish or as a cause being unworthy, as helping others is seen as a positive contribution in many cultures, societies, and religions throughout history, including today. This is all the more reason and impetus you need to convince yourself that improving yourself and your skill set is a worthy and noble goal to improve your contributions to society at large so that other people can benefit. The same process as the one above can also apply to the other life forms on Earth, as well as to the environment. Would most consider making the Earth a better place for the animals and plants be a worthy cause to pursue? Most would. Would most consider making Earth's environment better for all life on it now and for generations to come to a worthy cause to pursue? Most would. your desire and effort to improve yourself in an effort to improve the environment to benefit all of life on Earth now and for generations should provide you with the impetus you need to strive toward your own greatness and achieving all of the goals you can in order to improve the environment and making life better for all on Earth, both now and in the future. Therefore, you have learned that limiting beliefs center around the ideas that people either can't reach their greatness because they lack something others who have achieved greatness possess, or people can't reach their greatness because it is undesirable or because they are unworthy to do so. People who believe they can't reach greatness because they lack something others who have achieved greatness possess. However, if you look at it rationally and think about it, these people are no different from you. They are not smarter, faster, have some advanced ability you don't. All they had was a persistent desire to continue improving themselves and striving for their goals and objectives, even when others doubted them and/or obstacles popped up and stood in their way. Therefore, to overcome that limiting belief, you need to trust in your own abilities and gain a persistent desire to always strive for your goals, even when it seems the whole world is against you. Do not fall into the trap of, well, the universe is telling me that I should not have this, or the universe is telling me that my goal is impossible to reach. Most great goals are not that easy to reach, but that doesn't mean they can't be met. After all, if the inventor of the telephone and the light bulb had gone by that limiting philosophy when they experienced challenges and naysayers, we wouldn't have those items today, and life on Earth would be much different and more challenging for humankind. The second main limiting belief is that people think they are unworthy to reach the greatness they can have and/or it's undesirable to achieve it because they were taught to appreciate what they have and settle for what is appropriate or what they can get by on. While such a philosophy can help people to be humble, it also limits their potential to be all that they can be, to reach that greatness they can achieve if they strive for it. It is important to realize that striving for greatness and achieving all you can not only benefit you, but it often benefits the rest of humankind as well as other life on Earth and even the Earth itself. Inventions, ideas, and work, such as social work, volunteer work, conservation work, etc., have helped to preserve human life, animal life, plant life, and the environment on Earth. All of these are worthy goals that most would approve of working towards. It should not be considered bad to work towards such goals, nor should you feel unworthy or undeserving of working hard to improve yourself to be all that you can be. Working toward improving yourself is a part of our culture and our DNA. Caveman and the earliest humans continued to progress to improve themselves and their society's way of life. This improved the way they lived, the way they hunted, the way they communicated with each other, etc. Without working to improve themselves, the human race would have never evolved to the state it is today. Therefore, if those humans were willing and capable of improving themselves to enhance the lives of all around them, isn't it also a worthy goal for us to do the same? Don't we also have the same and even better capabilities than they did, better resources than they did, to achieve our greatness and achieve the goals we wish to achieve, to better humankind as they did? You know what the answer is, and that's why you know that you are certainly worthy and capable of pushing past your limiting beliefs and achieving the greatness that is within you.